on Jewish TV channel, The Scene to Be Seen. Let's get straight into our exciting lineup. Over to our talented program presenters.
Yes, Ellie, when you talk about an exciting lineup, I guess one thing you probably didn't have in mind were Arabs going in one direction and Israeli Jews walking in the same direction, but both with totally different destinations, particularly in relation to where they aim their prayers. These divisions are well known. Perhaps less so is what separates religious Jews in Israel from the secular, while the majority of Israelis live in harmony. Unfortunately, many segments of society are bitterly divided over religious and secular issues. And this is precisely what one organization is dedicated to overcoming. We go on the scene to find out exactly what work is undertaken by To Be a Mensch.
And the 11th thing and the bonus is to be a mensch. Mensch is a Yiddish word to describe a person who is very admired, who's trusted, whose word is sought, whose opinion is sought, who is sort of like a saint, except you don't need to be dead to be a mensch. There's no higher praise for a person than to be a mensch.
We want to live in a society which treats us fairly, in a society in which everybody sees the other person, everybody behaves toward the other person the way that he wants the other person to treat him. And in order to create such society, we have to educate. And we have to educate at home, but we have to educate at home, but not all homes are capable of educating. And this is why we need education to come from the education system. Starting in the kindergarten, through primary school, secondary school, all our life, we have to be educated. This is in order to create a society in which everybody wants to live in and in which our children and grandchildren will be happy to live in. The Mensch society has a special role. They took upon themselves to correct the behavior of people. And if they are successful, Israel will become a different place, a place which is not only successful financially, but also socially. And this is very important because life quality depends on the way we treat each other. Thank you.
Here is another Yiddish word, Jewish word, which has entered the international lexicon. Be a mensch is something which a lot of people really should aspire to being, and as you can see, helping to make the world a much better place to live. And that's something which we wish not only for ourselves, of course, but for generations to come afterwards. David led back to Ellie.
Welcome back. We have much more coming up here on Jewish TV channel. It's Aliyah time.
Chang Lang, Qin Qin and Nina Wang, three Chinese Jewish women living in Israel, were waiting in the arrivals hall of Ben Gurion International Airport for 7 of their friends who were making Aliyah from China. Chang Lang went through the same experience 3.5 years ago.
I feel that I had a wonderful time. Each step after the 3.5 years, I get used to this land and get to this society, and I feel so good.
Can you tell me about your feeling now?
Oh, I'm so excited now. Also even a little bit nervous.
Actually, it's like a part of our family, but actually we don't have relatives. But still, we were studying together in Kaifeng, and we came 4 years ago, and nowadays they are coming, so it's welcome back home.
The 7 young men were warmly welcomed by their friends. They all share the same origins. They are all the descendants of the Jewish community of Kaifeng in China, which existed for 1,000 years, dating back to the 8th or 9th century.
But then a process of assimilation and intermarriage began, and essentially in the 19th century the community ceased to exist as a collective entity. The remnants of that community made great efforts to try and preserve their Jewish consciousness and Jewish identity They passed that down from generation to generation. And in recent years, more and more young people among the descendants in Kaifeng are looking to reconnect with their Jewish roots.